Good morning, you guys. Sorry about that. I was on the phone with my mom. And, I stepped in pee. What else is new? What a wonderful hump day for me, right? Stepping in pee in the mornings. Nothing like it, man. Nothing better than a good old splash of urine right on your feet, man. That's just right on. It's exactly what was happening. So now I'm disgusted and I need to take a shower. And I'm bummed out because I wasn't planning on getting in the shower. Last thing I want to do is take a shower. And I mean that in a good way. It's too damn early for that shit. I am not a morning person. I need to work out a little bit, so I might want to work out before I get my damn shower. So now I have to be pressured to hurry up and work out, at least walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes. You guys say walk an hour after every meal. Who in the hell is going to walk an hour? You got to be insane. Walking no hour? I walk 20 minutes. And believe me, by then I'm burning a sweat. Ouch. Yeah, my commode was overflowing this morning. Oh my. Good morning, guys. How's your guys' day? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from. But happy hump day regardless, You don't know what happy hump day means. It's just a phrase that a lot of the American people say. It's like, hi, how you doing? But it's just a little cute thing to say happy hump day. It's a joke. It's just a little funny thing that we like to say. We don't mean nothing by it, nothing really sexual. It's just a funny saying. It's just funny. That's what we call Wednesdays. That went around, and that word got around and around and around. Next thing you know, everybody was saying it. I walk an hour after snacks too. Well, there you go there. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, if you can do it, that's great. But me, I don't feel like between cleaning, cooking, and up and down, and I walk around the house 24/7, right? And 20 minutes of some cardio. Once in a while, I'll push 30. Believe me, I'm sweating. And then summertime's coming, buddy. And I'll be sweating then too. Because when it gets hot out there, I'm going to be in the pool. That's right, I'm going to be in the pool. Swimming. Like a fish. Because I turn into a mermaid. You guys didn't know that about me. When it comes summertime, I turn into a mermaid. That's Mermaid Mama Bear. That's what they call me, Mermaid Mama Bear. So my nickname's gonna be Mermaid real quick. Real soon it's gonna be Mermaid. Because I switch off from time to time. Out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old, in with the new. That's what the old saying is. It's what the old timers said. By George, it's true. That's why I got rid of a lot of my stuff the other day. Bagged it all up. Because I'm tired of wearing the old wardrobe. I said, you know what? I'm just tired of it all. It's time to break out the bag. And get rid of it. And get rid of all the old stuff. So that way I can make room for the new. You want to know how to get a new wardrobe? Get rid of all your old wardrobe. I said that wrong. Get rid of all your old wardrobe. Don't play with me. It's too early. And just that way you have room to tell your man, now you got room to, now you got room again, and now you can go shopping and get yourself some new stuff because you was tired of your old stuff. I mean, obviously you got to keep a few things, but yeah. By George, I tell you, I did. That's exactly what I did. Out with the old, in with the new. One thing I don't switch out's my man. He's a keeper. And over in Florida, how's the weather down there? I've been to Florida a couple times. I went to, been up there to Orlando. Oh, yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It was a little scary. Because I was just a kid too, but I'm still scared. I'm scared of roller coasters. I truly am. Trying to act all big and bad like I was going to go to Kennywood and be this big roller coaster rider. And we got there, and there was no way. I was like the biggest chicken at the park. I was crying and screaming. And of course, I got on the biggest, fastest roller coaster when we first got there. That was the very first ride that we took off on. And my husband talked me into it, and I was bragging, you know, how I was this big time roller coaster rider. And I got up there, and it came us sit down and lock in. I was freaking out. I was panicking, freaking out, crying, screaming. There was real tears coming from my face. I was really terrified. I was so terrified. I didn't even open my eyes once, but I could feel it going up and up and up, and I was just screaming and crying. I mean, oh my gosh. I know I made everybody's trip miserable by crying and screaming, but I couldn't help it. I was terrified. And then I didn't want to ride nothing, but I did get on a couple other roller coasters, but and they weren't upside down or nothing, but I was scared. I don't like it. Roller coasters are scary. Good morning, Albert. Waiting on that Cash App, Albert. And if you guys don't, if you guys are new, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys like the stream, please. Love and appreciate you. Happy hump day. Good morning to all of you guys. Also, feel free to join my members. My husband is not abusive. My husband loves me dearly. Thank you. He says, yeah. Right on. So, yeah, I'm going to take me a shower. And then I don't know what I'm going to wear. So, you guys are just going to have to hold on. And that's that. So, please be nice in the chat. I will be back because I can't walk around with like my feet like this. Just can't do it. Although I need to walk on the treadmill. But I think my feet are starting to burn from the urine on the bottom of my feet. This is not what I want to do right now. This is not what I want to do. This is absolutely just mortifying. Ouch. It's just terrible. I'm not washing my hair. Not right now. Granny's got to get a shower. Nice there. I gotta get my toothbrush because I gotta brush my teeth. Every time, every time. Merry Christmas. Nothing like peeing in the shower. Why not? You get pee on your feet, you know? Why not? Why not? For you. hard to dry off. Hard to dry off. Oh my. Whew. It's more like a freaking chore, you guys. Whew. Check. don't know. That's what I'm wearing. I just didn't wash my hair because I just washed it the other day, so I don't wash my hair every day because it's harder on my. It makes it harder on my hair. So I try to wash my hair like every 3 days, every 3 or 4 days. Just picking up, picking up, you guys. Where's my fucking shit? It worked that time. Imagine that. Some keratin, a little Olaplex. Olaplex. And you just brush it through. That's pretty much it. Ouch, still got some bruises on my legs. It's from where I fell. It's from where I fell, yeah. Nah, my face is still dry. That's the new lotion that I just got. That's the Jergens hydrating coconut oil. If you guys are just wondering what I smell like or whatever, I gotta put some. I put a little moisture on my face. I'm telling you guys, the heat here is terrible. guys see what I'm doing? Massaging my face. See that? You're wondering? Massage your face. And I like to use Vaseline a lot because, like I said, the other stuff's way too expensive. Vaseline's a lot of times it's one of the secrets they use is Vaseline, like vitamin E. Time to time I put vitamin E on me, but a lot of people, they don't know that. Y'all think like, oh, I gotta go out and buy all this high dollar stuff, and sometimes the cheap stuff at the Dollar Tree just as good. So yeah. We're gonna get me a coffee. So make sure you guys are subscribing, like, and all that stuff. Share. Hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any videos. Always appreciate super chats and rubies and all that kind of stuff. Happy hump day. Am I forgetting to say something? Join my members. Yeah, I knew that one. This is also what I like to smell like. This is the Japanese cherry blossom. And I've shared this numerous of times because a lot of you guys are like, what that person smells like? Well, this stuff, I smell like this. Ooh, yeah. That smells good. Yep. Now I smell good. Got all lotioned up. Got my teeth brushed. Let my face get unoily for a few minutes because my face doesn't hold moisture very, very long. It'll be dry here in like 30 minutes. Crazy. I literally had to just like turn my phone completely off yesterday because could not get this person to stop calling over and over. My niece, she just keeps trying to call in and call in. It's so annoying. And my kids and like my son Ethan, you know. I haven't talked to him in years, you guys. Like years. And then like he reaches out to his sisters, my other children, by another man. And they're talking and he's like, yeah, I've changed. Because in the past me and Ethan, we had a dispute and and he's my first son. And it just didn't go well, when he turned an adult, we finally talked. Because the adopted parents told me that I could talk to him when he was little, but they lied and I wasn't able to. So when he turned 18, then he finally reached out to me and he calls me. But at that time, he, wasn't in the best place. So we had an argument and said some things that was very cruel and harsh and dirty-minded. I'm not even going to get into it. It's more of a personal thing between me and my son, but it didn't go over well. So then finally, long time later, years go by, don't hear from him or anything. I don't bother with it or anything like that. I'm like, well, he was raised by other people. I'm just going to let it go. You have to learn that just because you're a birth mother, that if you didn't raise them the whole time or whatever, that they can turn on you. And that, you might not fit in the category like you thought in your mind just because you gave birth. That doesn't make you the mom. You know what I mean? The mother is, most of the time, is the one that took care of them. That's the one that they consider mom. They may want to know their real birth mother, but, you're not mom. Never will take that place. You see what I'm saying? Unless the person that was raising them was just terrible. So, but yeah, it's a little awkward anyways after not talking for years and then all of a sudden talking for the first time as of yesterday. And then my niece, which I'm trying to avoid as much as I can, because she's harassing me, she's stalking me, she's, going through my kids, she's going through my mom, she's going through, and yeah, it's her family, but she's asking about me. She's she's on my job site. I was like, you remember that movie Cable Guy? But that's what I feel like my life is like with Jim Carrey. Does anybody know the movie that I'm talking about? Cable Guy? It's a crazy movie. Where he makes friends. He gets the cable. He makes friends with him. Jim Carrey does. And the guy. And he's banging on the door every other day after they go out once on a fun, guy date, just for friends. And they go and they watch this theater thing, and it's like it's like the warriors on the horses, and they got their medals and their shields and their knives and their horns, back in the old times, back in the old, the Midwesterns kind of thing. But anyways, it goes a little further than that. They was dressed up, shielded, all that. They had their masks, their helmets with the metal that come down over, and their feathers on their big helmets, like they did, back in the Mideastern times or whatever, yeah. And then so he just starts coming around, and he just starts coming around and coming around. He won't go away. And finally the guy's like, dude, just leave me alone. I don't want to be, I'm really busy. I'm sorry, but I don't really want to, I can't be your friend like this, no more, because he was getting to be annoying. He just kept coming around, banging on the door, cable guy. So he finally tells him, but yeah, he did make friends with him in the beginning. Okay. But then the guy becomes obsessed. So, and he's like, yay, my best friend, me and my best friend, we're going out again. Yay, me and my bestie. And this guy's like, man, and every 5 minutes the phone be ringing off the hook and ringing off the hook and ringing off the hook. So finally he tells him, he's like, man, I got a lot going on. I can't be your friend. He's telling Jim Carrey. That's Jim Carrey's going, What? And he's getting closer to him. You don't want to be my friend. You don't want to be my friend no more. You don't want to be. And he's like backing up, like, no, man, I don't. I'm sorry. Jim Carrey's got that tear in his eyes. Desperate. In loss. Truly, he was like, I lost my best friend and the whole entire world. And he only knew the guy for 2 days. You see what I'm saying? But he's seemed like he knew him forever and ever. So then what does Jim Carrey do when the guy tells him he don't want to be his friend no more? What does Jim Carrey do? He starts stalking him. He starts stalking him. He starts contacting his girlfriend. He starts trying to get in with his girlfriend. Next thing you know, he's over there playing board games with his girlfriend while he's at work. He starts stalking him, and he knows his work schedule, what time he's this, what time he's that. Then he starts getting on his job. Every time, he would go to work, he was trying to he starts sending his boss these emails that he was doing a couple nights ago. Then he ended up getting him wasted drunk and having him go to a party and having him sleep with a prostitute. Did all these terrible things to try to get a relationship with his current wife to split up, and it worked. So he could come in and swoop in and take his wife. Oh, it's a good movie. And it's a comedy movie as well. And at the end, it's terrible. But yeah, I mean, he literally just would not leave this guy alone. And was calling his phone off the hook. And why am I saying that? Well, because I feel like that's my life today. With my niece, I feel like she's Jim Carrey, the cable guy. And I'm the guy like, please, I started a friendship, but now I'm getting weirded out by this kid. And now she's stalking my family. She's stalking my work. She's on all my videos. She's trying to get me banned. She wants me to do bad things with my house. She wants me to get drunk so she can laugh and badger me and humiliate me. Now she's socializing because I cut her off. Now she's socializing with my children. She literally popped on the phone when I was talking to my son for the first time in years. She pops in and is like, hey, knowing I'm not wanting to talk to her, let alone talk to her while I'm talking to my son for the first time, knowing that she's going to try to humiliate me and embarrass me in front of my son, and I was not about to have it. I'm literally being chased and stalked. She calls my mom, which is her grandma. She's like, hey Reba, hey, have you heard from Justine today? Have you heard from Aunt Justine? My mom's like, no, I haven't, Destiny. It's weird. My mom's like, it's weird. And then she's like, oh, I seen Justine on video. I seen her. She's on there talking about this, talking about you, talking about how you was this and that. No, I wasn't. Like, what is she? There's this girl, this kid and that other woman, they're insane. And it's obsession. It's stalkish. She's going after everything. To my children, to my in-laws. Yeah, Jim Carrey on that movie, he was at that woman's in-laws. That guy's in-laws. With his wife. Because he didn't want to be his friend. He thought he was going to try to separate them two. He was doing everything just because he was being spiteful. He didn't want his woman. He just wanted to hurt him. Because you make friends with the wrong friends. And that's what happened to me and my niece. I've only known her 3 years, and I made friends with her. And then she's been coming around and stalking me, harassing me on my job, harassing me on the phone. If I don't pick up after 5 or 6 rings, I'm busy. And if I don't ever answer, then that means I just don't want to talk to you. You see what I'm saying? And it's crazy that somebody will sit there and go over and over. And it's badgering. It's like, it's invading my privacy. It's invading my peace. Like, I can't get peace of mind knowing that, oh my gosh, she's going to wake up and start going off on the phone. And if she can't get on by phone, she'll get on video. And then she's trying to make people, because people don't know who she is. They feel bad, like, oh, you don't want to talk to your niece, like I'm the bad guy, because they don't know the situation. And it's like, no, I'm not the bad guy. Hi, Wendy. How you doing, sweetheart? I was gone for a while and don't know what's happening, but I'm sorry for what I'm hearing. Oh, you're okay, sweetheart. I'm glad you're back, though. Love and appreciate you. I was wondering about you. Last thing I'd seen was your blueberry muffins, and I was like, I wonder what Wendy's up to. They looked delish. I know that. They looked delish. You look like you could beat her ass. LOL. Yes, but that's not the point. I don't want to beat on nobody's ass. I don't want to be like that, That's not the point, honey. Thank you, Hollaback. Appreciate you. Double 0 double 0. That was to you, Hollaback. But yeah. So love you too. It's just crazy that somebody's gonna go through that much obsession. And I'm twice your age, girl. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm twice your age, Like when I was her age, she's got way more than I had at that age. Yeah, now I'm in my 40s, but I'm still not, and it's not really anybody's business, but I'll go ahead and say it. I'm not a homeowner. We rent, but that's not the point. We have what we need and we have a home. That's what's important today. And I'm grateful for what I have today. And it took years and years to get what we have. And I've also, destroyed a lot of things, being drunk and dumb. And I'm just trying to better myself and straighten up and do better. Be better at my job. Be better at, communicating instead of being a drunk. But it's hard to focus when you got a stalker. And the stalker's your family. That's not normal. It's not normal for somebody to go through all these great lengths, even when they say, hey, I'm not talking to you. Then you're going to go through your kids, and my, it's going through my kids and my ex-in-laws. Like, I don't know what she's trying to do or what she's trying to prove, but she seems like she's crazy. And I go through and I block her, but YouTube will unblock people. And I don't like that. If I block somebody, I block them because I don't want them back on there unless I would decide different. And from the looks of it, unless that kid changes, I don't decide different. I've thought about it, King. I've thought about it, King Gray Scout, Sun Creek, King Grayson. I've thought about it. Good morning, what's wrong, Justin? It's Justine, honey. You just forgot to put the E on it. Or just call me Mama Bear, though. I appreciate Mama Bear better. I like Mama Bear. But Mama Bear can only be Mama Bear for so long before the big bear comes out. And once the big bear comes out, then Mama Bear starts getting mad. And I don't like to be a mad person because it's not, someone that I am as a character. And I don't like to be that character. I don't like to do that, there's no need to be like that. You can talk to people civil, or you can just not talk at all. I mean, that's the reality of it. And if you can't take a hint that somebody doesn't want to talk to you, freaking dogs with tails, then you know what I mean. It's got me on edge now. I'm not going to lie. It's like I'm looking over my shoulder. I shouldn't have to feel like that. It's terrible. And it's got me ticked off. And it's not the point, It's just, it's creepy. It really, truly is. It's troubling. It's not normal. It's like I can only do so much. But I tell you what, she's never, ever welcome at my home. She's never welcome here. It's cold out. I don't know. Go pee. Although you done did it in the house. Waiting on my coffee. So please get yourselves a cup of coffee. I really, truly just don't want to, go on and on about it. I think I've said it. That's kind of like, if you really want to know how I'm feeling, watch the Cable Guy movie, and that's exactly how I'm. It started out as friends, and I pushed it a little too long, too far, and I'm backing off, and I'm straightening my life and getting my life together, and I'm straightening my life up. And she can't get the hint, and I don't want to socialize with people that are doing, all that and stalking me. That's creeping me out as well. So I have my reasons, and that's my reasons behind it. And I don't need people like that in my life, especially when I'm trying to get my life on the right track. So I wish her the best. And if Destiny, she watches it, I wish her the best. I do. I have no hate, no hard feelings. I just am trying to get my life together. And that's all I have to say about that. And so, yeah, prayers go out to her and her family and all, and, my family and everybody. But yeah, that's all I can say about it. Just want it to stop. I've had enough, and that's that. And that was in case, because I know she'll watch it, because she watches everything that I do, anything and everything. So, exactly. King Grayson, exactly. Jabba, hi, you're beautiful. I'm praying everything works for you. Thank you, Jimba. Love and appreciate you. Someone found your house, right? People found your house. Internet. No, I'm just saying in general, like, you have to feel like, you could, these people could seriously, family, it doesn't matter that, a lot of times it's your family that can be the worst ones. Yep. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and repeat all that again. So how's everybody's day going? Yeah, I'm back on. Can't get outside today. Another crappy day. Another day in the house. You made my day. Well, that's good, sweethearts. At least I make some people, genuinely smile. Like I said, I don't care if people want to get on here and watch me. I don't. That's what it's all about. But be respectful. Don't come in here and bad, then turn around and slam me on the internet and then expect me to like you. Or expect me to not hear about it from somebody else like one of you guys. And I don't look and go and chat and look for this person, see this person. I did once, and I commented, and that was it. And I left, and I've never been back. Because I needed to see it for myself. And what this person was trying to make me out to be. And I said what I said, and I got out of there. And I don't like it. And I don't like it at all. But I'm not going to intertwine with it either. It's kind of people I don't socialize with. I'm not a bad bitch, a mean bitch, but I can be a bitch. But I don't like to be one. So that's my motto. I don't like to be one. But I can be, but I don't want to be. So please don't make me be. There's a song lyric for you. We just got to find a beat to go to it. Kanye West is good at that stuff. He's good at putting out the song track. He's good at picking out the lyric and picking out the song track to go with it. He is. He just sit there and do. Hey, Kanye, and he won't say nothing. This is what I've heard about him. I don't know if it's true, but it sounds about right though. And then they're tapping him, and he's just sitting there thinking. And the next thing you know, he just starts, hey, push this, do this, hit this beat, and then he just happened to it. Right? But you know what else? You know what else ain't right? That you can't listen to music on YouTube no more. Like, that really makes a lot of sense. Can't listen to music no more. You 25 and you don't need that. Stay strong. Exactly. Nobody. I'm not 25, Jimbo. No. No, I'm in my 40s. I'm 25. I have a 25-year-old son. No, I'm not 25. And I don't want to be 25. don't want to be 25. I do not. It's too young. This is what I like to do in the morning, is I like to just sit here and just chill out before I do anything. I made the bed. I've been cleaning a lot. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to make for dinner. I'm having a hard time. I need to look up something, how to make this thing that I want to make later. I'm not sure exactly. I'm waiting. Why is it?
We're going to pour some minced meat over our potatoes and have a delicious dinner. So to start our recipe, we're going to add 1 chopped onion to a pan with oil. And you can replace the oil with olive oil if you prefer. Now just saute the onion over medium heat. And once the onions are soft, we're going to add the meat. So you want to add 800 grams of ground beef in total. And just stir and saute the meat well until it dries out and the water is fully released. You can add more or less meat if you prefer. I tend to cook for a lot of people, so I'm going to add a bit more meat. Now this is the result of our well-fried meat. So next we're going to season. We're going to start with 300 milliliters of tomato sauce, and then season with 1 tablespoon of salt. The amount of salt is optional, but don't forget it. And 1 tablespoon of black pepper. Now add 1 spoonful of paprika. You can really add the spices of your choice. And once those are added, just stir. After stirring, your meat is ready and it is well seasoned. So we're just going to go ahead and turn off the heat and set that aside. Now, in a bowl, we're going to prepare the sauce. We're going to season. We're going to start with 300 milliliters of tomato sauce, and then season with 1 tablespoon of salt. The amount of salt is optional, but don't forget it. And 1 tablespoon of black pepper. Now add 1 spoonful of paprika. You can really add the spices of your choice. And once those are added, just stir. After stirring, your meat is ready and it is well seasoned. So we're just going to go ahead and turn off the heat and set that aside. Now in a bowl, we're going to prepare the sauce. So start with 2 eggs and half a teaspoon of black pepper. You want to stir that for at least 1 minute. And you're just simply mixing with a whisk or a fork. Now add 400 milliliters of milk and just stir everything again to really mix up those ingredients. And now set aside. So in a bowl, let's go ahead and assemble our recipe. We're going to start with a small amount of olive oil, then add some potato slices. I cut up 3 large potatoes and peeled them. You just add them to the bottom of your bowl. Then top up with your cooked meat. So you want to add the meat right on top of your potatoes. Make sure to spread it out really, really well. And then we're going to add another layer of potatoes on top. Then add more meat again. Just another layer of seasoned minced meat. And then toss well. And that's it. So now just complete your recipe with milk and egg sauce. You want to just pour that right over your meat. And this sauce will be used to cook the potatoes. They're going to cook them and make sure they are nice and moist. Now add 1 tablespoon of butter in the middle to give that recipe a little bit more. We're going to pour some minced meat over our potato.
I don't know how to do it. I think I know. Oh, much different. No, it's a little bit different.
Hamburger and potato casserole. Do you have potatoes in your house?
Okay. You're cooking breakfast right now. So hungry. What are you cooking? I'm getting a little bit hungry too. I don't know what I want to eat. Sorry, I was just like trying to figure out what I was going to do for dinner. So y'all just have to watch, I guess, later what I'm going to do for dinner. Teen ever. Hey, just seen it, everyone. Hey, follow the spirit of the law. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. Subscribe if you're new. Love and appreciate you. Join my members if you haven't. Love going live Monday through Friday. Hit the notification bell. So if you like these kinds of videos, just like daily vlogs, then you came to the right place. I done got my kids dressed and up this morning, and then I laid them back down. So I'm probably gonna go get them up again. I gotta wash their bottle, so on. I forgot my coffee was sitting here. Got distracted with that video thinking about what I was gonna do for dinner. And then I got into talking about how I have a stalker. And we're not going to go back into all that crap because, yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm not wasting my channel on people that talk about me. It ain't happening. Well, they can go talk about me somewhere else, but not happening on my channel. I had it, though. I just needed to let it out to the public. And that's what I did. So everybody knows what I was telling them. Stalking and stuff like that. Being a family member. And somebody else out there on the YouTube. And we all know who that woman is. I go on talking about me every day. It's crazy. She was harassing another lady before me, but that lady ended up going to jail, I think. And then she found me and she started stalking me. So I'm not the only person she's bothered. Wendy. Yes, girl. Talking about my niece. She be calling and stalking like that. Crazy movie like Cable Guy. So you can re-watch it. And I was telling him about it. I just don't want to go back through that crap. It's insanity. But it reminds you of being careful, because it can just not be a family member. It could be anybody. It could be anybody that you think's a friend, and then you find out that person was never a friend. That person was an enemy. That person turned out to be a nightmare. You know what I mean? And sadly, a lot of people, even down to your family, they're the ones that want to see you hurt the most. Or people that you thought you could trust. And those are the ones that you can't trust. And the ones that you thought you couldn't trust, you're following them around when the person that you think that you do trust is the one really stealing from you. Crazy, right? Oh yeah, I've had that crap happen. I've had a lot of things happen. Here's little baby Emily. She's all dressed up, but I'm going to take her hat off of her because she's been sleeping. Her hair, it actually doesn't smell bad or nothing. It still smells pretty good. And and it's soft, actually. Normally her hair's like kind of rough feeling. But not today, huh, Em? Nope. No, I got long hair. Yep, you got long hair. You got long curly hair, huh, Em? You got that long curly hair. She wants to get her little onesie off. Huh, Emmy? You can just hang out in your little onesie today. That's what she's gonna do. Sometimes my kids just don't like wearing clothes. They're like their mother. They're like me. They just don't like wearing clothes a lot of times. It's my little girl. This is my first silicone. Emmy, your hand's getting stuck. My first silicone. I always like to double check and make sure I don't tear them or anything. These are my little kiddos, you know. This is Emily, and her middle name's Marie. Emily Marie. Check out her neck. And you guys can go watch videos on both my silicones. Emily's would have been like a year ago that I did her video. Let's see, this headband typically. I don't like to stay on her. She's got her little Minnie Mouse onesie on her. Jim. She's my little sleeping baby. She's my little sleeping beauty baby. I just like to hold them in the mornings and just snuggle with them a little bit. It's like the whole point of it, you know? Just holding them. I look at them like my little kids, you know? I think they're cute. And I have fun playing around with them. Dressing them up. And I think it's more like taking them out in the stroller. Just fooling with something. Having something to fool with. And they're fun to fool with, let me tell you. Trying to find... Get like a cartoon or something on for them, you know what I mean? Well, you want to watch Emily. Blues, 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 blues. Blues, 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 blues. Anything that you might need, I got and stuff for you. Back, 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 back. Dora, no. You can't listen to the volume. We'll do Dora. Dora the Explorer. Dora the Explorer. I don't think YouTube can pick up that sound. I think it's way too loud. But it's loud enough that she can listen to it. Huh, Em? Huh, Emily? Keepa. She was my first silicone. She was. She was not cheap by no means still. Still very expensive. Very expensive. Emily, yeah, little Emily, baby Emily, think so. Put on weight? Yeah, she has. She done. You look like a little chunky butt. Aunt Wendy says. Aunt Wendy says you look a little chunky butt. A little chunk. Yeah, she's putting on the weight. She looks like she's growed. I swear. Since like when I first got her, she looks like she's did get it. Maybe it's just because Josie don't have no hair and she makes it. Then Emily makes it look like she's a lot older than Josie, but she's not. Obviously, she's just a baby. Huh, Emmy? Dad, that's a baby. She's a baby. Emily's probably like between 5 and 6 months old. I'd say about 6 months. So it's about 6 months. But she still wears newborn clothes, 0 to 3 months. But she's pretty tall wise, for her age. I need to go down and make a new bottle for them. And just holding them for a little bit. Yeah, they're losing weight, and I'm trying, or they're gaining weight. I'm trying to lose weight, but I ate like a cow yesterday. I had that stew, and then I was trying to do a video, but it wouldn't, like the internet just wasn't connecting. Because I went to Dairy Queen last night and got a chicken basket and a large milkshake. Um, Came home and ate it. And then I was like, ugh. I was so stuffed. Literally. In short dish chat. In short dish. What? No, it ain't. Yours. 2 points. Stacy, where are your moderators? Stacy is a moderator. Why are people in talking Stacy? King Grace said, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Putin, I am a Justin supporter. I have been fighting the haters. Thank you, Putin. I legit think Putin might be slow. Be nice, Stacy. Wendy, you know our stalkers. It's the new Putin. You're going to have a lot of riffraffing going on. I mean, when you're a content creator, you got to know. You just got to know. You got to know the good and the bad, and you got to know all that. You got to know all that. Life of Dutch carrying all your kids around. Whoosh. Her headband's coming off. Emily. No headband for her. She's got a very tiny, tiny head. So it makes it hard. Put headbands and stuff on. Now hats fit her good. Hats fit her good. Yep. I'm gonna put her down and go get her sister. And put her over here where I can. Where she can watch the movie. Like your cartoon, M. I'm just gonna turn this light off. Here's my other baby. This one, Josie. I love her little outfit. She's looking so cute in her little pink. She's super, super, super squish. She's my newest baby. Her head's very floppy. So she's like my most realistic one. She's the most fluffy one. It's hard to keep their arms there. So very lucky to have my dolls. Um, I just love them. She smells so good. It's just not time place for it. If you guys want to mention the people that are trying to see, I will definitely become a moderator and block you guys. Personally, if you watch your mouth and hear God. Ooh, King Grayson. Okay. We got King Grayson. He might become moderator. Y'all better knock it off. That's exactly right. Because we're not down. We're not coming in here to hate on nothing Mama Bear's doing. Bothering nobody. Just coming in here every day, hanging out with you for a couple, 2, 3 hours a day, Monday through Fridays, sometimes on the weekends. I don't know, we be doing just a lot of times I'm just holding the babies, dressing them and stuff like that. But I've already got them dressed today, so typically I dress them, but I already got them dressed. So honestly, they're good. They're already changed today, so I won't be changing them today because they're already changed. And I can show you their little outfits up close. I just love the little babies. And they're so cute. This is her little outfit. Her legs are full. She can't hold her head still. She's cute. See, I hold her head. And then she's watching Dora. I need to turn it down. I don't even know where the remote is. They'll probably end up blocking this video now. But hopefully not. So I wasn't playing for very long in the background. Nope, not the place for it, you guys. We got kids in the house. Seriously, we got the babies up. We got the little babies up. It's not the time for that. Not the time for it. Serious. So make sure you guys are subscribing if you're new. Always like the stream. Love and appreciate you. I'm getting a little bit hungry. So I think I'm going to go down and fry me up an egg. Put the babies down. Just wanted to hold Josie for a little bit because she just got up too. See, we like our snuggles. We liked our snuggles in the mornings when I pick them up. Because I missed holding them. I miss holding them. down, Pinky. Squish. Alright, I'm gonna put her with her sister. Put you with your sister. So you guys can watch cartoons. While I go make something to eat. Looking right at me. It's so adorable. I'm not going to take her hat off. She's cute. I love her. Yes, I do. She's sweet. That's her favorite cartoon. Dora. Dora or Magic School Bus. Mine was probably Scooby Doo. But I liked all the Disney cartoons like Cinderella, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. I want a doll so bad. Oh, Tracy, 1, 2, 3. Aww. Well, you never know. Maybe we can make that happen, Tracy. Let's see here. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway or like 10K. I'm gonna do a giveaway. I want a doll so bad. That makes me feel bad. Well, I hope you get one, sweethearts. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They really are. It's not really so much of what you can buy it. You can always make things for your baby, and I've seen people put their babies in cardboard boxes and make a bed out of it. If it works, it works. Just gotta have an imagination. And then when you get a little money saved up, you just go out and buy it a few things here and there, and eventually you'll get everything. That's what I had to do. Like, when I first got Emily, I was worried, like, oh my gosh, I got a baby coming, but I don't have really much baby stuff. But I lucked out, and what happened was my daughters got pregnant, and then I went out and got like a bunch of stuff at a yard sale. Um, Most of it was for a boy, and so she was like, I only want new stuff. I don't really need a whole lot of things, and I'm gonna get my kid new things, new clothes. So I ended up with a lot of things because they didn't want it because it was used and it was their first kid and they wanted everything new. And I can understand that, but at that time, I didn't have the money, and I still don't have no money. I'm still broke. But I'm just saying, I was just that excited that I was like, this lady, she was like, if you can use it, honey. I was like, I would love to have some baby stuff, but I can't afford it. She's like, I'm giving this stuff away. She's like, take as much as you want. I took it all. Except for like one little thing or something. Took it all. She was glad because she said she's gonna have to take it to the dump or to the donations. She said if you can use it. So then I ended up with a lot of baby stuff. And so then I came across a video of a girl with her babies, and it just made me want to get one. And I got screwed over too because my kids were like, they didn't want me at the birthing room because they didn't want their stepmom to feel some kind of way. And I think that just set me off to where it was like, I just need to get my own baby. And why not? I have all this baby stuff. So why let it just go to waste? Why not get a nursery going? And then get me some babies. Like some baby dolls that look real, you know? And that's what I did. And that's what the whole thing, though, was of why I got started with it to begin with. Honestly. Hang on, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna make me an egg and some toast. 30, 10, and 11. because I'm hungry. I don't know if I want to do like oatmeal or not. Now I'm hungry. Make sure I have toast. Bread. Thank you, Lord. Perfect egg. I like to put it on my toast. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I can eat it or not. I give it to the dogs. Here we go. Here. Great. There's my fruit. So I had my egg and my fruit. So I should be full for the day now. If you eat a healthy, balanced meal, your belly will stay full longer, and that's true. Eggs are protein. The yolk's actually good for you, believe it or not. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sneeze again. Damn it. Fuck. Ouch. That thing was hot. That wasn't smart. Let that cool down, and then I'll come down and wash that off. Have that for dinner. It's my hamburger defawing. I don't know what else, you guys. Yes, I gotta worry about dinner. I gotta make my man happy. We'll do a box of these right here. We'll do that hamburger with some scalloped potatoes. Ooh, what bitty girl, this is hot. Yeah, I could just add 2 eggs to this. What is that? What the hell? I can't see. Huh, 2/5 of a cup. So this is what we're doing for dinner. And let me see also if I have any cheese. No, I don't. Oh, but I do. And we'll put that on top when it's almost done. Yum. Do you guys think that sounds good for dinner? Scalloped potatoes, hamburger, fry the hamburger, put the hamburger in a dish, whip up the potato, put the potatoes. On top. And then put the cheese on it. Yep. But I don't need to put that on until later in the day. Yeah. So we'll make that later, but not till late. Later, gator. Mm-hmm. Let's see what that needs set on. It's so hot in here. Turn this shit down. It's plenty warm in the house. Sounds great, Justine. Thank you, Bliss. I don't know if the mail lady ran or not. Yep, that's my plan. Have my breakfast. Thought I could eat 3, but I can't. Can't do it. Yeah, I did okay. Sassy! Stop. No! Not doing it right now. Come on, Paps. Oh, the dogs. You gotta love them. Yeah. At least they'll let you know if somebody's out there. But, you know, when it's this freaking cold. When it's this cold, they're not going to let you know. They're too busy whining themselves. Notice anything. They're not much good watchdogs when it's cold like this. You got to keep them cooped in the house. And they want to be outside. They truly do. But it's just too daggone cold out. They are so cute. Yeah, they're cute. They're cute. They're cute and annoying, but they're cute. You know, you gotta love them. I do. I love my dogs. I just wish they were little again. Was the she was like almost all white when she was a baby. I would carry that dog around literally all day long, you guys. She loves it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What do I love? I'm not sure if I'm following you guys. I can't even see how many people are in my chat because I'm freaking blind. And that light right there is coming in and shining on my phone. It's hard for me to read the comments. Unless it's a stare, you know, then I can see my dog. What about your dog? I got 3 dogs. Snoopy, Pebbles, and Sassy. And I call Snoopy, Snoop. Unless I'm just yelling for him to come in, then I'll say Snoopy, Pebbles, Sassy. But when I'm just talking to him, it's Snoopy is Snoop for short. Pebbles is Pebs for short, Pebs. And Sassy is Sass for short. Snoopy is, but her name is Snoopy. But I call her Snoop, or the Snoopster. Snoop the Snoopster. And then Pebbles is Pebs. And then Sassy is Sass. Because she gets sassy. She's sassy, frassy, wassy, 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 sassy, frassy. She's a sassy, wassy, wassy, frassy, wassy, wassy, wassy. Because she's sassy, frassy. And that's my sassy. That is my sassy. She's sassy and she's frassy. And that's what makes her sassy. Another one. I ought to get paid for this. Things just randomly pop in my head. But no. Yesterday I didn't make much money on here either. Today I didn't make any money. That's 2 days, you know. Could most people work 2 days and not make any money realistically? And be able to pay anything or buy their, like, buy food or anything? Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel so much better now that I've ate. I just feel so much better. It's like, you know, they say, like, the most important meal of the day is what? You guys ought to know that. What's the most important meal of the day? Any thoughts? Breakfast, exactly. Breakfast. So, if you eat a balanced breakfast like I did, eggs, toast, couple pieces of bread, not 5 pieces of bread. I had 3, but I only ate 2 and 2 bites of the other. And a couple grapes. Or you could even do some grapes and bananas. Nanners bananas. You could do that. Applesauce is another one of my faves. Strawberries, blueberries. Yep, I like that stuff. Raspberries. But yeah, I'll eat them. You know what I mean? Fruit is good for you. Watermelon. Watermelon's good for you. I like watermelon in summertime. Of course, you never see any watermelon this time of year. You know, but we will be probably seeing watermelon out pretty soon. Cantaloupe, watermelon, stuff like that. You don't see a lot of it right now because it's not that time of year. But we'll be getting it soon. It has to be real hot to grow that. Ah, she's a husky. Oh, huskies are beautiful. I love huskies. It's a lot of. We had a husky when we were growing up. She had one blue eye and one brown eye. She was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. She was gorgeous. She was gray and white. She was pretty. Her name was Sasha. Sasha. Her name was Sasha. She was gorgeous. Yes, sirree. Yes, very, very gorgeous. Yes. It's breakfast. That's what I was telling you the other day. Yep, I ate my breakfast. It's breakfast. Yeah, yeah. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Yeah. It is breakfast. Absolutely. You are right, Bliss. You are right, my love. Yep. So if you had to choose, and why we're saying it is just because, like, if you had to choose from one meal out of the entire day, breakfast would be the best choice. It absolutely would. I love fruit too. I do. And it's good for you. And it makes you just have more energy for the day. Yeah, it's like I never know, from one day to the next what to wear. But, like if I was to go out in public, there's no way that I would wear this outfit. But I mean, I don't even know what I have on me. Sorry, guys. Apologize. I have crumbs sticking to me from where I put that lotion and stuff on. I got crumbs sticking in me. But anyways. I just don't know what to wear from one day to the next. Because I just don't know if it's going to be 70 degrees or 20 degrees. Just like this morning, I didn't have no internet. A lot of times the internet's not the best. But I only need internet because of my job. And because I, just to talk and stuff like that to my family. And my cartoons and things for my kids. And my husband just likes it for the game and, to watch movies at nighttime. we're not really into all the drama on the news and all that. You can get that on the YouTube. So why pay for cable when you can get the news? And then typically, unless you're into sports, I'm not into sports at all. I'm into dolls, but not sports. I'm not a sporty kind of person. I couldn't tell you what you know, who I couldn't tell you. I'm not into sports. It's not like I hate sports. It just doesn't interest me, you know? But I don't hate anybody that likes it. I know about sports. I'm just not into it myself. I grew up in gymnastics and choir. I was singing in the choir. I was a soprano. And of course, this is back in the day. I took tapping lessons for a little while. And then I grew up and I was a stripper for a little while. Right? Right, yes. I was a stripper. Probably about 6-7 months of it. Yep. Needed the money really quickly back in the day, and I was a single mom of 3 children. And we was on the verge of losing our home. And I had to step up and figure out something. This was back in the day. They didn't have YouTube and all that. Like, you could be they didn't have, and even back then, it wouldn't have been realistic. Because it took me 5 years to get on here. And still to this day, it's hard making money on this channel. Even after 5 years of hard sweat and tears and work. And having to have my aunt and everything go up there and have her help me a little bit. And thank God somebody that liked me, that I could trust, was willing to help me. Or else I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. But it doesn't mean that you're rich or you make money every day. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Some days you don't make much money at all. Some days you do. Some days you make a couple $100. I've had it happen. It takes one person's got money to be able to do it, though. You never know what time of day or night it could be. That one person might just throw down a nice chunk. But if you don't go live different times, see what I'm saying? Then you'll never know. So sometimes coming in the mornings, coming in the afternoons, coming in the night times, coming in, sometimes I have been known to come in 3-4 times a day. As you guys know this. And here lately, I've been doing exactly that. Here lately, I've been doing exactly that. Coming in for you 3-4 times a day. Because it's showing up and it's being about. And that's what it's about. It's showing up. And that's the thing. That's where a lot of people get it wrong as a content creator. Think you're going to be a content creator, but then not put no content. And what do I mean by that? By not posting no videos. You know, like posting a video like one day and then not posting another video for like another week. Or a week and a half or 2 weeks. Or I've seen people post and then I was following them and then they disappeared. 2 or 3 months, and then they pop back in like they've been back all along. I mean, I've disappeared for maybe like 3-4 days. Because once in a while stuff does happen. But these people be doing this like all the time, 3 months. I'm talking months. But not really lose any followings. And when they come back, it's like there was never a day missed. But if I did that, I'd lose a lot of things. But the key is to do consistence. Like, it doesn't really matter what you want to do. You just have to be consistent about it if you're going to do it. If you're going to do it, you got to do it right. You can't be coming in and showing up once a month or once a week and then wonder why your hours aren't growing. Your subscribers aren't growing. You're losing subscribers instead of gaining. And then you're putting your best foot forward every time you go on video. I get that. And I would say I don't disagree with you. But how many times a week are you really going on live? Are you going on the same time frame? Are you showing up in the mornings? Or are you showing up in the evenings? Whichever, you need to make sure that you're just doing it consistently. So if evenings work best for you, because a lot of people have other jobs and things, or like me, they don't want to get on till evening time. I prefer to get on in the mornings. That way I'm awake, I'm at my best thinking, I'm like, I'm well rested from the night before. So I have a clear mind. You guys put me in a good mood as well. I enjoy coming in and chit-chatting with you guys. You guys uplift me. I know I don't always exactly just read, because I just talk, Because I'm not just going to sit here and read off on questions. I'm making a video for you guys. And for other people to come in later and see that don't get to see it now. And that's why it's important to be consistent. So maybe they have a day off. They're like, oh, I know. Well, I have a day off, but I get to watch my friend on YouTube in the mornings. So be it. If they can count on you, that makes them want to come back. And if they can't count on you, and you're optimistic most of the time without popping in around the same time frames, then people are kind of like, eh. See what I'm saying? Because they want to be able to watch somebody full time and know what time they're coming in and what days they're coming. If you can only come in 2 days a week, tell them that. And your subscriptions will still float through the roof. But you got to let them know, hey, Mondays and Wednesdays, promise, unless it's an emergency, I won't be here. But otherwise, expect me here. And if you say Monday through Friday like me, then be here Monday through Friday. You see what I'm saying? And if for some reason that would ever change, I would let you guys know. You know what I mean? It's just about consistency. If you want to be a content creator, YouTuber, a TikToker, an Instagrammer, a Facebooker, whatever, your WhatsApp, you got to be consistent. I've been doing this for way too long. That when I tell you that I know how it works you can't imagine imagine how the celebrities, I mean, they have to have moderators every time they go live because they got so many more people than I even do that it's not even like I'm experiencing just a small percentage of what they're going through. Because the people are going to be way bigger on their channel than mine because of who they are. And that's just the truth. It doesn't matter, you know. It's of who they are, and that's why. So yeah, they gotta have like, I mean, I'm just like very small on the totem pole when it comes to that. So I can't even, my thoughts can't even wrap like around like Rihanna, you know, Justin Bieber, Selena, Kanye West, just any of it, you know, the Diddy drama, you know, when that was going on, that was all over. It was on the news, it was here, it was there, it was everywhere. You know, I might get a lot of riffraff of, you know, good and bad and love and hate. Just don't let it change who you are. That's the true key. That's the true key. And it's always good when you find some smoke that you packed up and that you put away. And I just found it. I'm gonna keep that put up for a rainy day. Because I'm good right now. It's always good to bump into something like that. Put that up for another day when I need it, when I run out. Instead of adding it in with what I already have, just put that away. And that way when I run out, I'll still have that aside. See what I'm saying? So when I run out and, you know, I'm forgetting about it, eventually I'll run into it and I'll be glad that I put it up. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Bliss knows what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Yep, I was bragging on Bliss the other day. I was like, she gave me $20 tip. I was like, she's the best. Everybody's giving me lots of tips. Wendy's giving me $50 here and there. So Wendy's the best too. Everybody's my bestie though on here, you know. Everybody's like my family, in other words. I don't like to say bestie too much because I know a lot of people use that term, so I like to call you my boobalas or my family, or you know, we're like one big family, you know, and that's how I like to really just put it, you know, basically. Like we're here to have company, in other words. Because otherwise, if you guys weren't here for company, then you guys wouldn't be on my channel subscribed if you didn't like company, because you guys know how much I'm usually talking away. Or just not talking and doing stuff. Yep, and we lost that tariff money, so now we can't count on that stimulus check we was maybe going to get. And I was looking forward to that happening. Just another BS story so he could get votes, you know? You guys are probably thinking, like, what? I've been on here 2 hours and something. So, I don't know. I'll probably get off for a little bit and charge up my phone because my phone's dying anyways. And I need to charge my phone up a little bit. And I'm sure I'll get back on later. I don't know what I'm going to do. So just stay tuned. And I hope everybody has a happy hump day. If you're at work, I hope you're having a happy hump day. Hope you guys get a chance to watch this video later. Please watch the page ads. If you're new to this channel and you watch it and you're watching now or you're watching later, please subscribe, like the channel, and just hit that thumbs up button. And yeah. And I also have members if you guys want to join that. So yeah. But otherwise, I will see you guys later. So stay tuned. Hit that notification bell. Hit the all button so you don't miss out on anything. Share my content. And I will talk to y'all later. Love you guys. Bye.